Chapter 6. Discover the most significant thing in your life at every moment and work towards always getting it done. There are many things to do, many things that make it to your list of priorities, situations to handle, and decisions to make, but there is only one thing that stands out and will give you the needed push to success. The further away a reward is in the future, the less the immediate motivation to achieve it. There's a long time between now and the future, and that distance can be covered by setting goals to the now. There's a big picture, what you want to achieve in the future, but you detail the plan to the now. How you plan to achieve it step by step from the present day to whenever in the future you set it. It could be 10, 20, or even 50 years. What is important is you get the one thing you are supposed to do at each stage right till you finish painting the big picture. Purpose without priority is powerless. Writing down your goals and detailing them from someday to 10 years to 5 years to 1 month and to the present day is a good way to track down the one thing you need to be doing at every moment. Chapter 7. Productivity can transform your life on a large scale. The most productive life isn't the busiest one. There's always something to do at any given time. What matters is whether you're getting the most out of everything you do. It is easy to get caught in the web of other activities and lose sight of the one thing, and this is where we miss out on being productive. Successful people have mastered the art of time blocking their one thing. Time blocking is a very effective way of managing your time and getting things done at the right time. Block out the time you need to achieve your one thing. If it's a one-time thing, block out the days or hours it will take to get it done. If it's a regular thing, block all the hours daily until it becomes a habit. To effectively time block, you must first block your time off. This is when you are supposed to rest and take a break from the one thing so you can come back stronger with more energy to concentrate on the one thing. The people who achieve extraordinary results don't achieve them by working more hours, but getting more done in the hours they work. Time block the one thing, a minimum of 4 hours each day for you to concentrate on the one thing you've decided is the most important thing to you. You also need to time block your planning time. This time is spent going back to the drawing board to do a lot of strategizing and brainstorming. Even when you time block everything, there are bound to be distractions to the one thing. Here are a few ways to deal with them. Build a bunker, a space where you can't be disturbed. Store provisions close to you so you don't have to take long breaks to get what you want. Sweep for minds. Dedicate 100% attention to your one thing. Enlist support from people around you who will push you to be better. Chapter 8. When you find your one thing, stay committed to it for maximum results. While many things battle for the same spot as your one thing, staying committed to it requires following the 3 measures. Follow the path of mastery. Think of mastery as a path you go down instead of a destination you arrive at, and it will begin to feel accessible and attainable. The journey to mastery never ends because there's always a new level to unlock. The more time you invest in your one thing, the more self-confident and competent you become. The path of mastering something is the combination of doing the best you can do at it and doing it the best it can be done. Move from entrepreneurial to purposeful. This means moving from the zone of limits to a limitless zone. It means pushing yourself beyond the normal and exploring the potentials available to you. Do not settle for only what is within your reach. You can be better. Accountability makes you get things others only dream of. Live the accountability cycle. It's not every time you get things right. Taking responsibility for your mistakes as well as the successes is a good way to maintain accountability. Accountable people, who you want to be, take responsibility for their actions, seek and acknowledge reality, and simply own it. Chapter 9. You should always ensure that you avoid settling for less through your struggle to be productive. If you have noticed that you're not getting maximum productivity in any area of your life, you should check that you do not have a problem with the following: inability to say no. Different people and situations demand our attention at different times every day, and it sometimes seems impossible to say no and concentrate on the one thing. Learning to say no makes you more focused on your goal and ensures you get the most work done. Fear of chaos. Life goes on even when you remain focused on your one thing, and since you still exist in this world, you're not exempt from what happens in it. When you focus on your one thing and other things don't get done, or things begin to clutter, don't get caught up in it. Just remain focused on the one thing, and that is enough to take care of the others. Poor health habits. You have to take care of yourself. Eat at the right time and rest adequately. You can't achieve much when you don't feel well. The environment doesn't support your goals. Ensure the people around you support your goals and give you all the positive energy you need to focus on the one thing. Don't be distracted by the environment. The environment you find yourself in mustn't steal your productivity. The journey to success begins with going the extra mile to find your one thing. The first step to greatness is the one thing. Multiply your current income by a number. Will your current lifestyle be able to achieve that? If yes, keep multiplying until you can't achieve that with your current efforts. Go back to the drawing board and start making plans to achieve the new goal. You alone get to determine if you will succeed or not. There's something that matters more than others. It might change over time, but at a particular time, there's only one thing that matters more than every other thing. When the one thing aligns with your priority and purpose, then life becomes really productive. Conclusion. The one thing is the most important thing at every moment in time. Find it, make it a priority, and watch yourself achieve extraordinary results. You can narrow down your one thing by examining your life for the things that you find most fulfilling. Once you have established what this is, proceed to set both short and long-term goals that break down the process into achievable bits. Expect to meet a few roadblocks on the path to success. As with every good thing, progress takes time and a lot of commitment. So do not get discouraged when you don't succeed at first. Everyone fails at different times. What is important is getting your act together and coming up with a new plan to get things done. If you try to do everything, you will wind up with nothing. Doing just one thing could make you end up with everything you ever wanted. At every point in your life, there should only be one thing that is in line with your purpose and that sits atop your priorities, and it is the most productive thing you can do to launch you towards the best you can be. Whatever you do, do not lose your one thing. Try this. Write down the one thing you can do this week to improve your self-confidence. Also, write out the one thing that matters most in the business and personal areas of your life.